all this cool food in the kitchen, sustainable food and stuff. So these are for making sauerkraut. See, it has what's called a well. In other words, you put the sauerkraut in here, pack it with salt, and then you put water in here, so it makes a water seal with the lid, so that keeps it clean. So it's just fermenting, but no mold gets in and stuff. So this is sauerkraut crock. So we're going to definitely try one of those. We've got.
Do you need a starter for sauerkraut?
No. Just the right stuff, the lactobacillus and what's the other one? The two things that it needs are on the cabbage.
In the culture, but you don't really need a starter.
You pack it down with salt, and that makes the right environment, the right pH and all for those two things to grow and the other things not to grow.
And how does sauerkraut support your healthy living?
It's really good for your gut. It's just full of the right probiotic stuff. Lactobacillus. What's the two things? I forget. Sam knows. Sam is the one who's inspired me. He knows all this. And I've never made sauerkraut before, so we got to fire these fast. And so there's that and this.
It's interesting how a lot of it's stuff for your gut
health. I was
health.
inspired to make some compost buckets because I was teaching John about how to make compost buckets. And then we had a fun time making teapots, same thing, so I was inspired to do those. And this is a new kind of teapot. It was inspired by a Japanese green teapot. So we're really gonna, and John is doing a lot with tea at his open house. So I'm really inspired to try these. There's some back here I'll show you too. French country pots, earthenware pots that you can put right on the stove. You have to have what's called, I think it's called the diffuser, a thing that you put right on your stove, and then you put this on. And this is a very old-fashioned French country pot. Can you see here? You have it's going to be unglazed, and you don't put any water in. You just put in some salt and put the potatoes in. It's a way to bake potatoes on top of the stove. Nice. It's a really old French thing. And we put in some black sand from the island. So I'm really curious to see how that looks, because you want to put extra sand so it'll have some heat shock qualities. So there's several of those up here. We'll try these too before.
So these are some of the teas that we're getting in. We've got some bulk teas, and right here we have the bulk one is a blueberry fruit infusion, and so you can see that it's all sort of whole pieces of fruit. You can get a good sort of smell from there too, and the flavor. But all of the teas that we have, even the ones that we're going to have in the bags, are going to be much more, you can actually kind of tell what they are. Like this is a vanilla raboy, so as you read the ingredient list, you can kind of see some of the whole ingredients in there. And yeah, can you smell that? Like as soon as you open it up. So this one's the blueberry fruit infusion. And these will work excellently in some of the teapots, actually, that Ollie's making.
Well, I'm working on, this is a Japanese teapot. Which I never heard of before, and I got it because we're looking at green tea, and what you do is put things like that are bigger in here, like loose leaf tea, not ground up tea, but big whole leaf tea, or things like that, and then you do like 2 or 3 infusions, and by the time you're done, everything's soaked up and in there. And the Japanese would then like take those green tea leaves and put soy sauce on them and eat them. And I think the same thing with this blueberry apple infusion. Once you're done drinking tea, right, you could, if you wanted to, just take a spoon and eat what's left.
So that way it's left over in the bowl, you're pouring the liquid out.
So see these little things, these not for ground up tea, but for bigger pieces, that will strain it for you. And you just pour like that, like 2 or 3 times. And then when you're done, you can just go ahead and eat what's left. And this is very experimental. We're going to fire these and try them, see how they do.
Could go on like a yogurt or something, probably.
Yeah, right. That's right. So we're thinking making gift baskets with these.
Oh, nice.
This is a very fancy Japanese name, which I've forgotten.
And Sam was talking a little bit about doing like some food pairing with some of these. How like something like a simple granola that doesn't have fruit in it, you pair it with something like a fruit infused type of tea.
Yeah, really.
And then
really
it
nice.
sort of adds those. Flavors.
Yeah, it's really fun to combine all these things. It's so much fun. Just the idea of working with John with teapots gets me finding all new things about them, which I love. You know, look at these guys. You gotta get these guys.
Did you show her this one?
The peanut gallery.
So you did that with the spectacle.
No, yeah.
Doing some work?
What are you guys doing? You working? Yeah. Pretty soon he'll be making the glaze.
I know.